friends, this is Bajita Baker. I'm Maria. Today I'm going to show you how to make tamale bites. Now, when I first came to Arizona, where am I again? When I first came to Arizona, my niece took me to this place, a Mexican restaurant, and she ranted and raved about these tamale bites. And to her, they tasted just like Christmas. Now, growing up in a Latina home, you know that means something. That means something. So we went, I had it, they were amazing. So I kind of duplicated it. This is just my interpretation of them. It's not their recipe. They're not going to give it out. It's a good appetizer. And there's no meat in it, but it still tastes just like a bite of tamale. And then I'm going to show you how to make Bajita sauce to go with it. Here are the list of ingredients. It looks like a lot. It is a lot, but you want it. You want it. Okay, now with the corn, when I first started making this, I used creamed corn. It was too wet. It was too wet, so I don't use creamed corn anymore. But what I do use, I use a can of corn, whole corn. You can use frozen corn, and then I put it in the food processor because then I'm going to still get my chunks and not as much liquid. So and I use the whole can. I just use it's a good amount in my opinion. So like I said, I'm kind of just Mickey Mousing the recipe to what I think works, and it does. So I'm gonna put this in a food processor and grind. The next thing I'm going to do is just chop up some jalapenos. Now I do like the jarred jalapenos because the pickling in it really adds it up. And I'm not going to, dice it. It's not going to be terribly small, but definitely bite size. Well, no, not bite size, because these are bite size. Those of you who do make tamales for Christmas, you're gonna be just blown away with the combination of flavors here. It's just so, it really does taste like home. Okay, that's good. Small, but not too small. Okay, I'm going to add my dry ingredients, which are my masa harina, which is just corn flour, and my cornmeal, and all those yummy herbs and spices, okay? And the reason I do it this way rather than putting them in and mixing them at a time, you can, but they're going to be so well blended this way. And when I do use the whisk to mix it, I turn it and spin it and bring all that stuff from the bottom up on top. It's just so much easier than whisking around. Okay, that's done. And now we just work on the wet. We got the oil. I want every bit of that oil. You know me. You know me. And the egg. You know what I forgot? I did forget. show you. A quarter cup of sugar. I know, right? But that sugar does help, most especially if you're using fresh jalapenos. The cream. I can taste this already, man. It's one of my family's favorite appetizers. I'm gonna trade and go with my whisk. I'm gonna trade my whisk and go with my spatula. I'm gonna add in the dry. I'm sitting here thinking, this doesn't look right. It's like, hello, you didn't put in the corn yet, ding dong. That's all right. Corn goes in now anyway. And you have to make sure to drain your can, but even still, you're gonna get a pretty good amount of liquid from the smashed creamed corn. Not creamed corn, but oh, you know. That smells so good. You kind of want like a cookie dough consistency. With this comes the jalapenos and the 2 cheeses. And yes, you can change any kind of cheese you want. It's not set in stone. Oh man, that garlic smells so good. This is good. This is a good consistency. Can you see? It looks from that end that it's dry, but it's really not dry. But it is well blended, which is all I want. All right. Okay, so that's all nice and mixed. And then I've got an ice cream scooper, about a 1.5 ounce. I don't want them too big because once you're deep frying them, the outside will get too toasty. Okay, now here to me this part is a pretty essential trick. So I'm going to scoop them out just in bowls. Then I'm going to really pack them. I'm going to really pack them. What do you mean? Well, I'm going to squeeze them and get a nice firm ball. This will bake like this, but I've done it and they just kind of fall apart. So I kind of smash it into each other and get a firm ball, and they turn out perfect. Okay, so I'm going to continue. Okay, so they're going to go in the freezer. This is another part to me that I have found works best. So they're going to get in the freezer for about an hour, nice and firm, then they're going to be deep fried. In the meantime, I'm going to make the Bajita sauce. This stuff is crack. Okay, this Bajita sauce is one of the most delicious dipping sauces. There's a little bit of a kick, but not like too hot where you can't enjoy it. I don't like heat, I like flavor. This is all about flavor. So here's the list of ingredients. And it's essentially a dump recipe. I mean, everything just gets dumped in there. Let me get my spatula. So we've got your buttermilk, and you want to put a liquid on the bottom to help it move around. And your sour cream. The sour cream is something you're going to really taste a lot. I'm putting in the jalapenos now, and you don't have to chop them because it's going to. And the buttermilk. All these wonderful seasonings. And half a, this is a huge lemon. Look at how big that thing is. That's big. I'm not going to use half of that, but I will squeeze it. Oh, that's juicy too. Yay! No seeds. Isn't that a beautiful picture? So I will squeeze in there. Nope, no seeds. A good amount, but not. Yeah, I'm not going to put any more than that. But for a regular size lemon, let's go with half of a lemon. That's it. Swish around to make sure it's, blended well. Oh my gosh, that smell. That smells amazing. Oh yeah, this I can just smell it. It's on point. There it is. There it is. The cumin is amazing in it. This is good. This is really good. I'm gonna chill it, let it get a little bit thick, and I was thinking this seems very thin for the Bajita sauce. That's because I forgot something. That's really good like that, but it's thin. I'm going, that's not quite right. I swear I do crack myself up. You need a brick of cream cheese. There you go. There's the thickness. That's all right. That's fine. It's not going to be a problem, except for the fact that I look like a ding-dong because I forgot such an essential part. Oh well. Who's going to know besides me and you? That's all right. So yeah, a brick. Let's get a brick in there, and that's an 8-ounce brick. Just regular old cream cheese. That was really good though. I would have had that, except for I want it to stick to the bowl when I eat it. Look, you know I have no problem being human. It works. All right. Shall we try this again? Whatever, man, okay? Just whatever. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's the... And by the way, I got a dozen of these things, so I use them all the time. I don't double dip. Oh, there you are, Peter Pan. That's good. You know what? I want a little more kick now that I've cooled it down a lot. So I'm going to get some of the juice from the jalapeno, the pickled jalapenos, put that in there, and maybe add a couple more. I know I said a couple, huh? There it is. There's a spice. That's it. That's good. That is so good. I'm still going to chill it. It's still going to get thicker. And this is perfect for dipping. You can even pour it over some chicken or other dishes and wait till the next thing I show you. I'm going to make this again. We'll make it right. And I'm going to show you another thing to use with this that is so good. Okay, you want your oil at about 350 degrees, not hotter than that because they'll burn. And when I do them, I put them on and then just kind of drop them in. And I'll put about, I don't know, about 10. And you just need them to cook for about 3 to 5 minutes. I'm not going to put in so many that the temperature of the oil drops, especially since these were frozen. And when you transfer them off, you want to put them on a cookie sheet with a cookie cooler rack. You want you want them to stay crisp, and the way they do that is I don't know if you can see this little one on the back. It's nice and it's done and it's crispy, and all the oil is dripping down, and it's not making it soggy. It's keeping it nice and light and crispy. These things cook pretty fast, and they turn a beautiful, beautiful golden color. Just rotate them. You don't have to keep them moving by any means because you want them to cook, but you don't want them to burn. So I'm going to have at this and kind of speed it up a little bit for you. Okay, they are hot, but they smell so good. So the sauce is ready. Bajita sauce is ready, nice, chilled, thick. Oh well, I goofed, but it was fixable, so I'm not worried about it. And then the center of these things. Let me see if I can just kind of break it up. Ooh, look at that yummy cornmeal. I can smell spices. Well, let me just see if it's right. I'll just tell you right now. Oh my God, oh my God. I don't know which flavor's hitting first. The jalapeno and the sauce, perfect. Flavorful, not spicy. The corn, tamale bites, they taste like tamales, but there's no meat in it. I mean, but it still tastes like tamales, and it's so good. Oh my goodness. I can see why this is a hit. It's one of my favorite things to order when I go to the restaurant. And you saw how many it made. It made quite a bit. So good. I'm going to show you something else with the same recipe, same bajita sauce. We're just going to do something different another time. Right now, I have company coming over, so I'm going to get these ready for them. They'll be gone in a quick minute. Okay, my friends, that's it. Until next time, happy baking.
Ah, that was fun. Don't forget to like and subscribe.